Welcome to the ASTRALX Deep Dive, illuminating your path. I'm Solarian Zephyr, your cosmic strategist.
And I'm Malaria Celine, your intuitive guide.
We bridge celestial wisdom to unlock your modern path, discover guiding starlight insights,
And explore powerful cosmic energies. So today we're asking the big question: how do planetary transits shape your story today?
Yeah, and this deep dive, it's specifically tailored for you. We're tuning right into that unique celestial blueprint you hold.
Yeah.
A Virgo Sun with a Cancer rising.
And we're really focusing in on the potent energies coming through in 2025, drawing out the key insights from that source material you shared.
Exactly. Our mission basically is to help you deeply understand this particular path, the one being illuminated just for you in the coming year.
And, the best place to start with that is always your core celestial archetype for 2025. The source material paints such a vivid picture, doesn't it, of who you are right now with this powerful combination.
It really does.
Yeah.
And it describes you as the sacred architect. You got to think of it as this really beautiful, potent fusion where that lunar intuition meets earthly precision.
Right. So your Cancer rising, that deep well of ancestral connection. The source calls that the moonlit mason.
Yeah, the moonlit mason. It's that part of you carrying ancient wisdom in your, tidal heart, building sanctuaries with this incredible resilient strength, oyster shell resilience, it says.
I love that. And then there's your Virgo sun, right at your core. The source calls this the celestial cartographer.
The celestial cartographer, that's the part meticulously mapping out intricate systems, using that sharp mercurial discernment, taking what looks like chaos and carefully distilling it down.
Into nourishing functional order.
Exactly. So for you in 2025, these aren't operating separately, not at all. The source really highlights how they actively fuse together.
The sensitive mason becomes the sacred vessel, basically holding the space for the cartographer's detailed plans to actually, manifest.
And the cartographer, in turn, steps in. It fortifies the mason's deep intuition with, structural genius.
It's where feeling gets smart.
And smart gets soulful.
Yeah. And this synthesis, this whole coming together, it gives rise to your combined archetype for the year, which the source identifies as the Wellspring Guardian.
The Wellspring Guardian Keeper of Healing Systems, Weaver of Practical Grace. Wow. That name alone, it just resonates so deeply, doesn't it?
It really does. It speaks directly to that essence of building sanctuaries and not just, physical spaces.
Right, but emotional ones, relational ones too.
Yeah.
It's about bringing that practical, grounded grace to nurturing, to healing, and finding that essential order within the, often complex landscape of feeling.
Absolutely. And this archetype, this Wellspring Guardian, this core identity for your year, it interacts dynamically with the major planetary movements of 2025. The source describes 2025 as activating a kind of cosmic loom, where these key transits, they don't just pass by, they intensely interface with your specific energy signature.
Shaping your experience in really profound ways.
Exactly. So let's look at these major forces, shall we?
Yeah, let's dive in. First up, we have Pluto. It's moving through Aquarius and specifically activating your 10th house.
Right. The house of career, public standing, legacy, all that big stuff.
And the source gives this transit a really powerful name, the Legacy Fractal.
The legacy fractal. I mean, that's just brilliant, isn't it? Think about fractals, these complex, beautiful patterns emerging from, seemingly simple rules.
Yeah.
So here, Pluto, the planet of transformation, of power, in Aquarius, the sign of revolution in systems, operating in your legacy space. It's about shattering those outdated career hierarchies.
Dissolving the societal masks, right? The ones that just don't serve authenticity anymore in your public life.
Precisely. And for you, with that Virgo precision, that detail orientation, the challenge this transit presents is, it's pretty clear.
Your inherent healing precision, it has to be used not just for, personal refinement, but to actually revolutionize systems themselves, especially in your public or professional sphere.
And this is where the source brings in that fascinating concept it calls entangled service.
Entangled service.
All depending on that fractal idea, yeah. It suggests that your seemingly small, practical rituals, the detailed Virgo-like work you do day to day, are, through this intense Pluto transit, instantly reconfiguring your public impact. It's like your quiet, precise acts of service. They're creating these ripple effects that are immediately connected to your broader legacy.
Wow. even if you can't directly trace the line.
Exactly. Your focused attention on detail becomes, in a way, a revolutionary act at a systemic level.
Yeah, that's powerful stuff. Okay, next, let's look at Neptune entering Aries, specifically impacting your 8th house.
Right. The realm of deep transformation, shared resources, intimacy, power dynamics, deep water.
Very deep water. And the source names this transit the alchemy of surrender.
The alchemy of surrender. So, Neptune dissolution, dreams, surrender, moving into Aries, the warrior, initiation, the self. In your 8th house, this combination is about dissolving toxic power dynamics.
Melting away those deep-seated financial fears, maybe.
Yes, exactly. And Aries brings this warrior spirit urgency to the whole process. It's not passive dissolution.
So it really forces you to confront a central question then, according to the source.
What control must you actively release? What do you need to surrender for true, deep transformation to actually happen in these intimate shared spaces?
That's the core of it.
And the Course uses another really interesting concept here. It likens it to wave-particle duality from physics.
Okay, wave-particle duality.
Yeah.
How does that apply?
Well, this tension, it asks you, are you showing up mostly as the stable, grounded Virgo particle, focusing on presenting that perfect, curated image of competence in these really deep areas?
Keeping it all together.
Or are you allowing yourself to be the more fluid, sometimes messy, vulnerable Aries wave, embodying authentic feeling, the willingness to surrender that control?
I see.
And the insight is that this transit is really asking you to embrace both modes, finding strength in vulnerability and letting your precision guide not control the transformation.
Finding that balance. Okay. Then we have Jupiter, the great expander.
Good old Jupiter.
For part of the year, it's in Gemini, in your 7th house of partnerships. But then, importantly, from May 25th onwards, it shifts.
Right, into your 8th house of transformation, joining Neptune there energetically later in the year. The source calls this whole movement the resonant alliance.
The resonant alliance. So Jupiter expands what it touches.
Always. So in the 7th, it brings expansion to partnerships, opportunities for growth through collaboration, connection, alliance building, that sort of thing.
And then when it moves into the 8th?
It takes that expansive energy into deeper, more intimate territory. This is where shared resources, psychological transformation, navigating power dynamics with partners, that becomes the area for growth and opportunity.
And this transit seems particularly powerful because it connects directly to your core gifts, right?
Absolutely. The source really highlights how your analytical gifts, that incredible Virgo precision for detail and discernment, become a form of relational medicine in this context.
Relational medicine.
Yeah, you have this ability to bring clarity, order, and healing to the complex dynamics you navigate with others on a really deep level.
Okay. And finally, Saturn, the planet of structure, lessons. Currently retrograde in Pisces in your 4th house.
The house of home, roots, ancestry, emotional security, the very foundations.
And the source calls this karmic foundations, which sounds intense.
It can be. Saturn here is demanding a restructuring of your deepest roots. It's really asking you to build a more authentic, durable foundation for your life, particularly around home and emotional security.
And in Pisces, that can feel challenging, maybe fuzzy.
Exactly. It can bring up past patterns, demand clear boundaries where things might have been previously, dissolved or unclear. Saturn wants structure even in the oceanic realm of Pisces.
Okay. And the source points to a specific healing focus with this one.
Yes, very specifically. Healing the father wound. It suggests that addressing those foundational energetic patterns, maybe tied to early authority figures or ancestral lineage, is absolutely crucial.
Crucial for what?
For building the authentic, resilient sanctuaries that your Cancer rising yearns for, and that really define your archetype as the Wellspring Guardian. It's about making sure your emotional foundations are solid and truly yours.
Got it. That makes sense. Now, these huge cosmic energies, they aren't just abstract concepts floating out there, are they?
Not at all. The source material makes a really strong point about what it calls somatic astrology, how your body is like a living sanctuary.
And how these transits actually manifest physically for you, given your specific Virgo Cancer energies.
Exactly. So with your Cancer rising ruled by the moon, you've got this inherent sensitivity, probably centered in your chest, stomach, lymphatic system.
Physically? Like how?
Well, maybe that fluttery nausea you feel during stress. Or that beautiful warmth and expansion in your chest when you're deeply nurturing someone.
Yeah.
And the source suggests simple things like soothing this area with the moonstone placed over your solar plexus, just to bring comfort, grounding.
The Virgo Sun energy, where does that show up?
Often as tension, typically in the digestive tract, maybe the hands, the nervous system. Think of those gut flutters when you're overthinking, analyzing every little detail.
Definitely know that one.
Or the precise, focused gestures you make with your hands when you're really concentrating. Grounding practices are key here too. Things like sipping calming ginger tea for digestion, or simple finger stretches to release tension held in the hands.
Okay. And what's really fascinating is how the transits layer onto these existing patterns.
Right. That Pluto in your 10th house, those revolutionary career quakes, the legacy shifts.
How might that feel?
Physically, maybe as tight shoulders, holding the weight of external expectations, perhaps, or even tingling feet, like the subtle urge to move or flee from overwhelming public demands.
And this source suggests.
Barefoot grounding on grass, literally connecting your feet to the earth, helps integrate that intense energy.
And Neptune in the 8th. The alchemy of surrender.
That deep stirring of power dynamics and transformation, it might be felt in the body as, say, heat in your palms, like energy moving through you for healing or releasing.
Or the opposite.
Or conversely, yeah, maybe a cold sensation in your spine.
Yeah.
Indicating psychic vulnerability, feeling exposed during transformation. Salt baths are highly recommended in the source for that cleansing, fortifying your auric field.
Okay. And there's a specific period highlighted too. Mars in Cancer.
Yes. From July 20th to September 4th, the source dramatically labels this emotional fortressing.
Emotional fortressing, that term is so descriptive. What does that feel like?
Physically, this protective energy, it could manifest as, like, a building heat in the chest, guarding your heart space fiercely, or maybe tension tightening in your jaw.
From holding back boundaries, maybe. Or unprocessed stuff.
Exactly. And the source offers a really powerful embodiment practice for this specific time.
Which is?
Placing a hand over your heart, just that physical gesture of self-nurturing, protection, and repeating the affirmation, my sanctuary is inviolable.
A way to physically anchor your emotional security during that intensity.
Precisely.
You know, it's really insightful to see how this specific blend of energies, this wellspring guardian archetype, has shown up in real people.
Oh, absolutely. The source material gives several powerful historical examples. People who embodied a similar fusion of Virgo precision and Cancerian nurturance. They serve as echoes of your archetype, your potential.
Like Kofi Annan, he had a Virgo sun and a Cancer moon.
Right. The source calls him the diplomatic healer. His Cancerian peacekeeping intuition, that deep understanding of global needs, sensitivities, it met his Virgoan systematic diplomacy.
The meticulous, precise work needed to build international agreements, institutions.
Exactly. His legacy is really a testament to compassion made actionable through structure.
Then there's Fred Rogers. Virgo sun, Cancer rising, just like you.
America's gentle revolutionary, the source calls him. His Cancer rising's incredible emotional attunement, that ability to create a sense of safe sanctuary.
Merged seamlessly with his Virgo sun's meticulous craft in education and media.
Yeah. His legacy is basically sacred order delivered as radical kindness, using precise communication and structure to nurture emotional well-being on a massive scale.
Amazing. And Leo Tolstoy. Another Virgo sun, Cancer moon.
Literature's moral cartographer. His Virgo mind had this incredibly sharp precision, right? Dissecting societal ills, hypocrisy, moral complexities in minute detail.
But his Cancer heart infused his huge narratives with aching empathy, deep feeling, that profound sense of human connection.
His legacy is precision, but weaponized for a humanitarian vision, using analytical clarity to illuminate the human condition with immense compassion.
These examples are such powerful mirrors, aren't they?
They really are. They show how this particular combination, blending analytical rigor with deep emotional intelligence and nurturance, can manifest in truly world-changing ways.
Bringing healing, compassion, a revolutionary kind of order.
Exactly. To communities, to institutions, they reflect back the potential inherent in your own unique blueprint as the Wellspring Guardian.
And the source doesn't just leave it there, does it? It includes interactive, reflective elements, inviting you to actively step into this archetype.
Yeah, seeing yourself as the alchemist's sanctuary. These aren't just ideas to, think about. They're invitations to embody the energy.
Those pause and reflect questions woven through the material seem particularly potent for this energy blend.
Definitely. For instance, the source asks, where do I, the Mason, my Cancer self, prioritize others' needs over my cartographer's, my Virgo self, need for functional boundaries?
Oof. That strikes right at the heart of balancing nurturing with self-preservation, doesn't it? A key challenge for this archetype.
Totally. And another one, linking to the transits, What legacy mask, connecting to Pluto in the 10th, must crumble for my authentic service to emerge?
That directly addresses the intense transformation Pluto is demanding in your public life, and how authenticity is just crucial for its powerful manifestation.
Right. And linking back to the 8th house stuff, it asks, how can my discernment, Virgo, transform power dynamics, Neptune 8th, without coldness?
Yeah, that's the tricky bit. Integrating analytical gifts with the emotional depth and vulnerability needed for real intimacy, sharing power.
Making sure your precision serves connection rather than getting in the way of it.
Okay, and to ground these themes, the source provides a specific ritual blueprint.
Yes, called Fortifying the Wellspring, tied to the Cancer new moon, which in 2025 is on June 25th. It's a beautiful, tangible way to engage with this energy.
What does it involve?
Well, it uses symbolic materials. A silver bowl representing your emotional vessel, your Cancer sensitivity, dried lavender for Virgo, symbolizing clarity, purification, detail. Black tourmaline for its grounding, negativity transmuting properties, linking to those deep transformations and karmic foundations. And seawater representing tidal wisdom, origins, the vast emotional realm.
And the steps are symbolic too.
Deeply symbolic, filling the bowl to honor tidal wisdom. Crushing lavender, signifying how clarity sanctifies feeling. Holding tourmaline to transmute burdens, ancestral or personal. Washing your hands to declare your work sacred service.
And then?
Pouring the water at your doorstep, ritually fortifying your home sanctuary. It's like a complete cycle from internal receiving to external protection and service.
Wow, that sounds beautiful. And there's an embodiment exercise too.
Yeah, called Breath of the Sanctuary Architect. It uses a simple, intuitive posture, the fetal position, which speaks to Cancerian self-containment, safety, origin, with palms pressed together, embodying Virgoan precision, maybe prayer, focused intention.
And the breath.
Simple but powerful. You inhale moonlight, symbolic of Cancer's ruler, intuition, drawing it down to your belly. Hold that nurturing pool of energy there for a moment. And then exhale silver light, representing filtered, refined energy out through your fingertips. The source suggests doing this 7 times.
To help you physically feel your intuition and precision merging within you, embodying that sacred architect.
Exactly. And it's not just confined to personal practice or history, The source points out cultural mirrors of this archetype too.
Oh yeah, like what?
Showing how this energy blend appears across different forms of expression. Think of Henry Brown in the Paddington stories. His meticulous logic and planning, very Virgo, always in service of paternal warmth, creating a safe, nurturing home. Very Cancer.
Ah, okay, I see that. Or Atticus Finch from To Kill a Mockingbird.
Good one. His moral precision, unwavering adherence to principle, that's Virgo, combined with his deep empathetic resolve, his protective nature, Cancer rising energy.
And in music.
The source mentions Nick Drake's album Pink Moon, known for its haunting sensitivity, emotional depth, Cancer, delivered through meticulously crafted, precise structures, Virgo perfectionism.
Wow, even architecture.
Even architecture. Falling Water, by Frank Lloyd Wright, who is a Virgo sun. The design embodies that organic flow, integration with nature, Cancerian harmony, while maintaining incredible structural genius, meticulous detail. Virgo.
So these examples show you're part of this lineage, really. Creators who bring soul into structure and structure into soul.
Precisely. Which brings us to thinking about your potential timelines for 2025. The source lays out 3 distinct paths you could potentially navigate.
Contrasting the shadow expressions of your energies with the integrated highest potential one.
Exactly. So the first shadow timeline is called the Martyr's Maze. This is where shadow Cancer dominates.
Okay, but what does that look like?
On this path, you might prioritize others' needs until you're just completely depleted. Maybe tolerate dysfunction in relationships or home life for a false sense of peace.
And neglect necessary systemic solutions because setting boundaries feels unkind, too difficult.
Yeah, something like that. The outcome of navigating the Martyr's Maze, according to the source, chronic resentment, compromised health, physical and emotional, and ultimately stagnant service. Your gifts can't truly flourish.
Its resonance is described as a lighthouse dimmed by coastal fog.
Unable to effectively guide or protect because its own light is obscured.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, the second shadow timeline, the sterile analyst. This represents a dominance of shadow Virgo.
Right. This path is marked by constant criticism of yourself, others, the world's imperfections. You might prioritize efficiency, meticulous order above all else.
Losing emotional connection, empathy, in the pursuit of perfection.
That's the danger. The outcome here is isolation. joyless precision, where the process just lacks soul, and your immense healing gifts remain untapped because you're disconnected from the emotional needs they're meant to serve.
Its resonance is depicted as a sanitized hospital with no patients.
Perfectly ordered, sterile, but devoid of life, purpose, the messiness of actual healing. Chilling, really.
It is. But then there's the integrated timeline, the one that resonates with your full potential, the call of your archetype.
The sanctuary architect.
Yeah.
This is where you consciously choose to build nurturing systems that's Cancer with impeccable functionality and discernment that's Virgo.
On this path, you actively revolutionize institutions. Your legacy space, that's Pluto in the 10th, through compassionate pragmatism.
Right. Your precision serves healing, not judgment. You transform power dynamics, intimate connections, Neptune and Jupiter in the 8th with vulnerable strength, integrating the lessons of surrender without losing your grounded core.
And the outcome of embodying the sanctuary architect.
It's profound, healing communities by establishing sacred order, where tenderness and precision work in harmony to birth societal renewal.
The resonance is beautiful. An ancient well restored to nourish the village.
A source of life and healing, both deeply rooted and meticulously maintained.
And the source emphasizes really clearly that the choice between these paths, it's yours.
Completely. You are the living covenant. The meeting point where emotional intelligence becomes the blueprint for structural revolution.
Wow. Okay, and the deep dive concludes with a beautiful Oracle's blessing.
Yes, a powerful message carrying the core wisdom from the source material for you in 2025. It states that this year is your sacred recalibration.
You don't have to choose between being the sanctuary or building the blueprint.
Exactly. You are the covenant that holds both. The Mason and the cartographer unified as the Wellspring Guardian.
The blessing includes a clear call to action too, tying back to those major transits.
Let Pluto demolish any prisons of duty or false external expectations you've built around yourself in your legacy space.
Let Neptune in your 8th house dissolve transactional intimacy, inviting you to connect on a deeper, more authentic level, even in the messy reality of shared resources and power.
Right. And with Jupiter expanding through your 7th and then into your 8th house, the blessing encourages you to make partnerships your sacred healing laboratories.
And let transformation itself become your covenant, a conscious agreement with the universe to evolve deeply.
And it offers a really powerful mantra to anchor these energies, this potential.
I sanctify order with empathy, systems with soul. My foundations are moon-fed wellsprings where broken worlds come to be whole.
Just breathe that in. It's powerful.
It really is. Finally, the source highlights specific key 2025 tides, dates that act as energetic focal points, activating these themes.
Yeah, moments to pay attention to. June 25th, the Cancer new moon, perfect for that wellspring ritual. May 25th, when Jupiter enters Gemini, expanding partnerships before moving deeper.
August 19th, the Aquarius full moon, a powerful moment for that revolutionary energy in your legacy space.
November 15th, Venus enters Virgo, sanctifying your daily rituals, bringing harmony to your meticulous process. And December 24th, Pluto goes direct, signaling powerful forward movement completion in your professional rebirth.
Good dates to keep in mind.
Definitely. As our cosmic journey concludes,
Dive deeper into your unique path.
request your email audio reading now.
Find the link in the description below.
Explore episode resources and links.
All details are waiting for you there.
Ignite, think, become.
Subscribe for Starlight Insights.
Thank you for joining us.